Before we get started, it's a good idea to gather up the supplies that are going to be necessary for listing these books on Amazon. It's always good to have some sort of heating element. As we'll see here shortly, some of the books can have some horrible stickers on them, covering up the binding or the back, and they have to be removed before sending off to Amazon. And so one way you can loosen up that adhesive is some sort of heat element. Now this is just your standard hair dryer, but when we set up book listing stations for some of our book listers, we've used an embossing gun before, and then also you can buy heat guns at like Home Depot or Lowe's, or up here in the Midwest, Menards. You even order them on Amazon that are a little more industrial, a little more high powered. Once the label's been removed, the next thing we try is just your standard rubbing alcohol with paper towel. And so that usually, I'd say about 95% of the time, cleans up any remaining residue that you weren't able to take off when you remove the label with the heat. Now, I didn't mention, we do also use some Scotty peelers. If you don't know what a Scotty peeler is, it's basically like just a flat piece of plastic that you can kind of scrape those labels off with. Works great. Highly recommend you get some. We found ours on Amazon. If, by chance, the rubbing alcohol does not work, then we always have something a little more powerful on hand. Goo Off or Goo Gone would do the trick. The only thing I don't like about these, I only use them as a last resort, is they're very rough on book surfaces. So if you have a cloth cover or a cover that's a little softer than others, it might not be able to stand up to this Goo Off. The other thing I don't like about it is that it can sometimes leave a very slimy, kind of greasy residue. And we just don't want any of our customers being disappointed with the quality of the book they receive. So we try to avoid it, but sometimes it is necessary. So just when you do use something like Goo Off or Goo Gone, just do so with caution. We also have a USB scanner. It's like a laser barcode scanner. It just plugs right into your USB on your computer, and it just allows you to scan barcodes, and it'll quickly put the number up on the screen, so you don't have to enter everything in by hand. We use Scotch brand moving and storage packing tape. We also buy the heavy duty shipping tape from Sam's Club. We bought this dispenser. We have two of them actually on Amazon. I think it was like under $15. Just an amazing investment. Just a real heavy duty place to store your packing tape. So it's really easy for you to pack up boxes and get them on their way. And then finally, you need to weigh all your boxes prior to shipping them out to Amazon and pay for postage online. So we bought a digital scale. We also got this one at Sam's Club, but I know you can get some online too. I think it was under $25, but it goes up to 200 pounds. So here are your supplies. These are my recommended supplies. If you have any variation, feel free. I know some people use lighter fluid instead of rubbing alcohol because it's also pretty low on the abrasive scale, but it's up to you. So I just recommend you gathering up all your supplies, maybe finding a nice flat surface to work, such as a table like this, and then you can get started.